What is up, people? It is Keyzilla 101 here yet again for another live stream. I just realized I don't typically say my actual intro for these live streams. But what's up? It is Sunday, so hopefully we get some people in here. It's relatively early for these streams. It's a little bit earlier than usual. So hopefully some UK people will be able to join in, and other people that are in other time zones. They're dramatically different than where I am in the US. So we have Blimp Skimp, Gaming Vlogging with Anthony, Lucas Barletta, Some Stupid Sketch Show Guy, Hadro838, and Basketball Pro. What's up, Basketball Pro? It's been a long time, my dude. Long time no see. But yes, we are doing a 1,000 subscriber special stream. I know this is like however many days late. This might even be like close to a week late. So yes, oh my God. So I just want to start this off by saying, holy crap. Thank you guys so much. Like so much. I mean, this is huge for me. I've been doing this YouTube gig on this channel, not including my other channels, which would extend it by a couple years. This channel for 5 years. And it's going to be 6 years, actually, this July. So that's pretty incredible. That's pretty incredible. That it's been that long. And it's been a rough road. There's been its ups and downs for sure. There have been really low downs for a long time, and some decent highs. But then you guys, I mean, when I made a couple of those dinosaur videos and just the reception, the amount of people that came in and loved my content, it was like nothing else I ever experienced. And now that we've come to 1,000 subscribers, with just over a year from when I really switched over to being a dino tuber, this is just amazing. I love all of you guys. Thank you guys so much for your support. I'm so glad that you guys enjoyed Mesozoic Bio, which is the thing that you guys have really been waiting for since I became a dino tuber. And it's really cool to see that you guys really like it and that everything's just going so well. So I just want to thank you guys so much right off the bat for that. And I just wanted to hang out with you guys in this 1,000 subscriber stream to see where it goes. Give you guys time to ask me any questions you wanted to and just kind of chill out. We'll keep the stream going for as long as we have good stuff to talk about. Once it starts dying down, then we'll kill the stream before, so it doesn't just, lag on for too long. Yes, there's been shrooms. It has been 7 years for me. Yeah, it would be about 7 for me, for YouTube entirely. Maybe about 8. Thinking around 7.5 though, for me with just YouTube, not this channel. This channel was 5 years. So almost 6. I'm glad to see that you've stuck around for so long too. Congratulations. It's a celebration. Yeah, it is. Hell yeah. 5 years for VRB as well. That is awesome, dude. I know you're much younger than a lot of these other people, so that's pretty incredible that you've been around for that long. You must have started when you were really young. Kiki has went to heaven. Congratulations, Kiki. Thank you so much, Blimp Skimp. 1,000 subs. Let's see. Did I miss anything? I don't think so. 3 for me. It feels longer than it's been. Yeah, it always feels like longer. I mean, I really have grown up on YouTube, so I can't really say that's false. That I feel that way because I have, but it feels like I've been doing YouTube forever, and that's not the case. Obviously, I've been doing YouTube for a good portion of my life now. Not most of it, but a good portion of it. So it definitely feels really long for me too. So I feel it. It feels longer than 7.5 years. It feels longer, like if percentage-wise of my life, it feels longer. It feels like I've been doing this for so much longer, right? But also, when I hear the year count, I'm also kind of like, wow, it's been that long? It's a weird feeling. It's a weird feeling. It's really weird. Life is going by fast. Feels like a long time. I know, right? I know of so many of you guys for so long now. I mean, like Sketchy, you were one of the first people on here. VRB, you guys were one of the first people on here. I mean, Hadrosaur was on here. Basketball Pro. You guys were some of the people that started watching me from the very beginning, like back in like February, January, maybe March area of 2018. And that's when I really started like having a lot of these active viewers. Mesozoic Master, you've been around for a long time. King Egypticus, you've been around for a long time. Camosaurus came in shortly after you guys, after I started like commenting in his live streams, and we got to know each other a little bit. So, I mean, all of you guys, for the most part, I mean, there's some new people in here too. And I'm not saying that the old guys are better than the new ones. I'm not saying that at all. You know, everybody just finds things at different times. But I'm just saying that for those people that have stuck around for this long, it's incredible that you guys have stuck around for that long. And it does feel like it's been a lot longer than a year. It's really incredible. And I'm really happy you guys stuck around. And it's been an amazing year. It's been an amazing year. And I really want to thank you guys so much for that. And yes, again, I would want to highlight the new people too. I mean, like Daikaiju Zilla 2003. I know you're a newer person. And there's a lot of new people in here. Blimp Skimp's newer in here. You guys, the new people, you guys are the ones adding on to that number and getting me closer to 1,000. And I hope you guys end up hanging out as long as all these other people have been around and stuff. I love all the new people coming in. I love all the old people staying around. It's just a great mix of people that I'm getting to know and stuff. It's definitely getting a lot harder to keep track of everybody. Now that I'm at 1,000 subscribers, I'm already feeling the struggles of it. One thing I noticed is that when Mesozoic Isle Episode 1 came out, like just before Mesozoic Isle Episode 1 came out, I was getting like every single comment on one of my videos that was posted. I would get a notification for it. So I'd easily be able to follow up and try to respond to every comment. And I really love doing that. I want to interact with you guys as much as possible. But I've noticed that recently when I was getting closer to 1,000 subscribers, YouTube stopped notifying me of every comment. And I actually would go into Mesozoic Isle Episode 1 and I'd find all these comments it didn't notify me about. And I'm like, what the heck? And so I've been starting to go into the creator studio and just go into the comments thing, and it shows me all of the recent comments. So that's an easier way for me to find all the comments that have been made. So hopefully that'll work better. And I checked my notification settings on YouTube, and they're all on, all the ones that I want on, and there's no like tweaking thing that I accidentally turned on or off or something, or that it changed. It just isn't notifying me of all the comments anymore, which kind of sucks. So I have to manually do it. So I'm sorry if I'm not as on top of answering and responding and hearting comments as much as I was before. It's just a little bit more of a challenge now. And number-wise, but also YouTube's not really helping me out that much. I mean, which I kind of understand. Once you get that many commenters, YouTube's like, well, I don't want to flood him with a bunch of notifications, even though I wouldn't necessarily mind it all that much. I'm only a third to 1K. That's pretty awesome, dude. I hope you get there. Just keep going, man. You'll get there. Moist. GJB, my man. My moist man. Titan of Water's another super active person that's very recent on the channel. Very thankful of him. There's another great example of someone that's new on the channel. I love my people that comment. Any of you guys who comment on my stuff and come to these live streams, you guys are the best. I love you guys the most because you guys put so much time and effort into giving back to what I try to give to you guys through my videos, and you guys give me so much back. I get to read through your comments and stuff, especially those that you type out those really long, nice, thoughtful comments. I really love reading through those. I know a lot of people might look at them as a chore, but I love them. I really love them to death. I really do. So thank you, everybody who's in this chat right now and everybody who comments on the videos. How did you find the Kikizilla plush? Okay. Now we'll move away from me thanking you guys so I can actually answer your questions. So Kikizilla plush, him. That's the guy. He needs to be here for the 1,000 subscriber special. Just gonna hang out right there. Kikizilla was a plush that I got sometime when I was really young, under the age of 10. I don't know exactly where. All I know is that he was supposed to be some kind of dinosaur that was like a T-Rex with the two fingers, like with a stegosaurus. Like it was weird, but he resembled a Godzilla. I mean, he was like a dinosaur-esque thing with the spines on the back. So I just eventually gave him this name. I did it on the channel. I believe it or not, if one of you guys can find the video and send it to me on Discord or something and tell me what video it was, there is a video, one of the videos where I was doing it on my laptop and I'm just like talking to the screen, I think. Or maybe it was one of my collection videos. I think it might have been one of my collection videos where I just mentioned it. I'm like, I think I'm going to have this guy as my mascot from now on. I'm just going to call him Kikizilla. And like that's how it was. It just happened on the channel. For a long time, if you guys don't know, my logo was just Godzilla, and it was just Kiki Zilla 101. But then there's Kiki Zilla, and he's the mascot, and the channel's Kiki Zilla 101. Congratulations. Thank you so much. I have my own Kiki Rex. Yes, you do. You have a very interesting Kiki Rex that's very similar to this one. The comments probably don't get to you as much because YouTube is making it harder for individual content creators. Possibly. That may be a possibility. I speak for all of us when we comment. We love talking to our favorite creator, which is you. Well, thank you so much. I really appreciate that. I really appreciate that a lot. That means a lot to me that I'm your favorite. I know there's quite a few people that say that I'm their favorite, which means it honestly means a lot to me because there's a lot of fantastic creators in this little niche community that we have, and like Bioniclesaurus, Spino Dude, Dino Man, Camosaurus, Matthew Dinosaur King. There's so many great people in this little community, and there's some really big ones too, like Kayakasaurus, and so it's really awesome that you picked me out of all those. It's really cool. And there's also some really great up and rising people as well, like Sketchy. Sketchy's a really awesome one that's coming up pretty fast. So, how did you get the name of Kiki? That's a good question. This is something I answered before, but way back. So this is kind of cool because we're like looping full circle because that's when I would last get those questions. Kiki is a short version of my full nickname, which is Kiki Riki. Kiki Riki is the Bosnian word for peanut. My dad is full 100% Bosnian, and when my parents were pregnant with me, they were doing an ultrasound on my mother, and they saw that I was the size of a peanut. And so my mom asked my dad, what's the Bosnian word for peanut? And he didn't know. So he had to call up his brother, and he said it was Kikiriki, which is kind of a loose thing. It's not exactly peanut. It does have some ways you can use Kikiriki as like a snack. Like there's even some snacks called Kikis, like Kiki candies. So it's kind of cool. But yeah, the original like Kikiriki, and you actually spelled it correctly, Hadrostor, is just peanut. So it's Bosnian for peanut. And the short version is Kiki. That's something that my grandparents would call me by a lot more often than Kikiriki. Actually, my parents like never even really call me by Kiki. It's mostly my grandparents that kept that nickname alive. But it's a nice nickname, and I turned it into my username. So it's a very personal thing, which I think reflects me pretty well because I feel like I'm a very personal and personable person on YouTube. I try to be very transparent with you guys. I try to be very friendly, try to show who I really am as a person, and I don't try to be fake and all this crap. So I think it's kind of cool that it reflects that. It's a very personal username as well. Peanut, that's interesting. Yep, peanut. Now do the peanut butter jelly. I wish that there was like, I wish I knew how you'd say that. I don't know. I don't know how to speak Bosnian. My dad never taught us. I think it's because he was busy learning English himself. He never really had time or even thought about teaching us Bosnian. Not that it's really important, though. I mean, is it very useful? Hey, Rex King, you know your name is King Kong? Rex King, I missed you coming in, so hello, welcome, my dude. All right, hello, Kiki, will you do a wish list or prediction video for Safari and Collecta like you did last year's? Yes, I do want to do those, and I want to do them in the format of Kiki and coffee, which I do actually have coffee with me, so haha. I know this have taken a big break. I did not intend for that to happen, but for obvious reasons, Mesozoic Isle episode 1, I was like approaching the end of that, and I shut everything down to try to finish the narration on that, and I put it out, and then when I released it, I got so excited, and I was working a bunch on episode 2, and then I had a bunch of like things come up that I was really busy with, so those kind of intertwined with Mesozoic Isle episode 2, and then I was like, oh, I have not been doing Kiki and Coffee. Got to get back on doing that. So I plan to come back and do that hopefully within this week or next week. You guys can get some more Kiki and Coffees, and maybe those ones. I just need to make a list. That's the only thing I need to do is I actually just need to make a list for that. Let's see. Thanks for saying I'm up and coming. What would you say makes you say I'm up and coming? Well, you have a relatively large subscriber base that's growing pretty quickly. So, I mean, I think that's a pretty good definition. You've worked really hard for your subs. How many years have you been a YouTuber? A YouTuber? Well, That's tough because there's multiple definitions. If you're just talking about how long I've been on YouTube, like doing YouTube videos, it'd be about 7.5 years. If you're talking about this channel, then it's almost 6 years. If this is almost 6 years, then that'd be almost 8.5 years, like 8.5 years total. And then, yeah, because I was thinking if you added like the 2 to 2.5 years of my other YouTube stuff onto the 5 years, but technically this is almost 6 years, so that's almost 8.5 years of YouTube, almost 6 years of Kikizilla 101. But where I'd really consider myself a YouTuber is like where I'm actually like really diving into it and taking it seriously would really just be like a year now. Is where I've really been trying hard. I mean, I've always been really trying hard and like being very passionate about it, but school always got in the way, and I'd always, I was still a kid, so I'd, like some days I'd be like, yeah, I'd prefer to play video games and stuff. Video games like aren't even a part of my life anymore. I play them in passing with some of my friends just to spend some time with them and stuff, and I don't really do too many of those things. I mostly try to just keep to doing work. And I've been doing this YouTube thing for a long time, but I really enjoy it. So that's what I would say. Hopefully that answers your question. Okay, there's a lot of questions up there, but I don't want to lose the chat too much. So if I missed your question, please repost it and tag me with the @Kikizilla101 so I can notice it. Are you one of those people who would get mad over endgame spoilers? Hell yes. I would so get pissed. I have already seen it, so I'm safe. But if somebody spoils endgame inside this chat, you're going to be hidden from the channel. So there you go. Don't be one of those people. Don't be one of those people. Nobody likes those people. Everybody gangsta until the end game spoilers start dropping. I have 5 subscribers. Well, that's a start. There was a long time, like for the first year of my channel of Kikizilla 101, I had like, I ended up accumulating like just under 15 subscribers or something. I know when Cesar found my channel, that would have been just over a year. He told me when he found my channel and he was first watching me, or actually I don't know if it was when he first watched me or first subbed to me, but somewhere around there, he said I was at 15 subs. And it adds up with the videos that I saw around that time too. So, damn, like that took a while. And I like at the time, I just didn't care. I was happy with every subscriber, and I still was. I was really proud of the attitude I maintained. I was always just really proud of no matter how many subscribers I had, I was proud of that subscriber count. Sometimes it got pretty hard because I didn't really have people interacting or wouldn't get views on my videos and stuff. But it was mostly down to my fault, and not just trying hard enough, not making my content better. And, people don't want to watch stuff that isn't, super great. So I didn't blame other people. I blamed myself. I looked to myself and I was like, okay, so what can I do better? And I constantly tried to improve myself. And I took a really big quality leap. Like the end of 2017 going into 2018, it's just been continuously improving. And I think that's why I have gotten so many subscribers, because I continuously improved myself on such a massive scale. And also I was just really passionate about what I did and I knew what I was doing. So that really helped. How's the fish doing? They're doing fantastic. It's kind of hard to see because of the glare right now, but yep, I can still see the back of the tank. You can't really on the camera for some reason. I guess you kind of can with the blue. So yeah, that tank's clearing up, so I'm really happy about that. Phoenix is, where's Phoenix? Oh, he's just chilling out back there digging a hole. What's up, bub? I don't know if you guys can see him. Yeah, you can. Finally, I can dress as Thor for Halloween. Hell yeah. No endgame spoilers. In other news, I've started a 1x1 day Godzilla and Mothra marathon. That's pretty cool. I don't really care to marathon Godzilla stuff anymore because I can't really get through the old movies. In other news, I just started. Or no, that's the wrong thing. What is the first figure you remember getting? I don't know. It was one of my first figures had to have been one of my my dinosaur things, like the Carnegie figures. But the first Godzilla figure I remember getting was this guy. We're just gonna bring him out and put him right here. This is my first Godzilla figure I remember getting. So there you go. I got that at an what do you call it? Grand Rapids. Yeah, he is dusty. I doesn't get in the bed all this. Oh well. One of my first ever Carnegie figures that I remember. I don't remember when I got it, and I may have gotten some more, but this is a really important one from my childhood, so I'll put him right there. As for first safari figure or dinosaur figure that I really remember getting from one of these, it's actually this one. I remember this is also from Grand Rapids. My uncle, my grandpa and my siblings came back from Grand Rapids, and they got me that Therizinosaurus because we always loved watching Chased by Dinosaurs, the Giant Claw episode, and so I think that's why they got that for me. Hey guys, it's KikiZilla101. I wanted to thank you guys for 50 subscribers. That's right, 50 subscribers. Is that what I said? I think that does sound, yeah, that's ringing a bell. Oh, congrats for 1,000 subs. Well, thank you so much, Bermudasaurus. The sub was someone who got terminated. What sub? I lost a sub a few days ago. Oh, well, that makes sense that they were terminated. What do you think about the new Indominus Rex figure coming out by Mattel? I don't know. I don't really care for it, to be honest. I just think kind of it doesn't look very much like Indominus Rex. I'm just not really into it. What was your first pet? It was my first ever lizard, which was a leopard gecko. And her name was Godzilla. But she passed away for reasons I don't really. It's a sad story that really broke my heart, and I don't want to make this stream all sad. So let's just not talk about how she died. Yeah. You should release some 1,000 sub merch. Like what, though? Like, what would it be? I don't know what it'd be, though. I mean, maybe it could be like a golden KikiZilla 101 or something. I don't know. Well, golden is like... Right, no, I guess... yeah, maybe like a golden one with like a 1,000 on it. That'd be kind of cool. Just like do a KikiZilla 1001. That would be kind of a cool shirt. Maybe I could do something like that. I don't think anybody's gonna get it though. Hideous legs are just love her wings though. It's like the legendary muscle among. I don't know what that is. Would you ever consider a community fish tank? I like red-eyed tetras and rainbow tetras work good. I love the idea of community fish tanks. I'd love to try one out sometime, but right now I'm really invested in my monster fish. So my community little tank, my 10-gallon one, is mostly filled with little baby guys that will eventually be transferred into whatever tank I upgrade them into as they get bigger. So I'm more trying to get a 150-gallon, maybe 200-gallon tank for them to go into. That's a 40 right now as they're going into adulthood. And I was going to move these guys into there and let them grow up a little bit bigger and then move them in with them. Because I have Bala sharks in here. I have a comet goldfish, which I might actually give away to somebody as a pond if that's something might happen. But so you guys will want a bit of a happier life. But he'll be going in there once he's actually getting pretty big. He's big enough that I would like to take him out of that tank, but he's not big enough that I'm not confident that he's not going to get eaten by Phoenix. So I'm going to let him get a little bit bigger before he goes in there with Phoenix. And I have a killifish in there. He's probably going to stay in there permanently unless I just let him go in there with the Bala sharks. The Bala sharks won't hurt him. And I have a female beta in there. And also a Raphael catfish. Well, actually, that's one of the ones that will be going in with those guys. They're going to get like this long. He's like this right now. Yeah, like that. He's going to get like that. So... and they're so cute. Quails. I didn't know you could have pet quails. That's pretty interesting. Oh, what's this sketchy? Let's open that in a new tab. Thank you for 50 subscribers. It was on July 12th, 2014. So that's a year. That's just over a year after I started on this channel. So C-Star must have talked about when he first started watching me. I was at 15 subs. That would add up more. Yeah, because he said he was watching me towards the beginning of 2015. Yeah. That sounds about right. Yeah, because he's commenting on here. And he said, I love your vids. Kikizilla, please make more vids. That's when he and I weren't friends yet. Yeah, those comments on there. That's pretty incredible. Really I need to watch Godzilla King of the Monsters in theaters. Your logo in gold with 1,000 sub club or something. I don't know. That'd be pretty cool. That'd be really cool if anybody's willing to buy it. Because what's the point of making it if nobody's going to buy it? Best Indominus Rex figure is the Nanamu. If you haven't heard of it, check it out. That boy is sick. I think you're talking about the one that's like called like the Berserker Rex or something. I'm not a huge fan of that one. It doesn't really have the quills and stuff, and it's like really dark in color. But I can see how some people like it. I'm perfectly happy with my gift set one that I have. I'm gonna see King of the Monsters opening day. Same, dude. I'm gonna see it in California with my boy Cesar. Going on a California trip. Someone with a pond, you say? Yes, I did say someone with a pond. Have you watched Primeval? I'm on season 2, episode 2. I have watched Primeval. I was watching it when it was on Netflix, like 3-4 years ago. I was watching it with my family, but we took a couple-day break because we were just doing other things and we kind of forgot about it. And then when we came back to finish it off, we were like in somewhere like quarter of the way through season 3, and it got taken off Netflix. However, my friend Cesar does own Primeval on he and I like share a family Google movie group where we share movies together on there. Like you buy it through Google Play. Yeah, Google Play. That's what it is. And so we have like a little family group thing that we do there. And so I can watch it through there. I just haven't. I haven't picked it up. Your fish is huge. Yeah, he's massive. He's a big boy. Let me put my hand next to him. He's a big guy. He's a big guy. He's still a baby though. Still a baby. He still has a lot of way to grow. He's probably just over halfway grown, maybe, unless he gets even bigger. So yeah, he's my best bud though. I love him. Oh, he freaked out when I went down there, didn't he? Yeah, 2019 is basically a year of cartoons turning into live actions. Yeah, basically. Sonic. Eek. Hadrosaur, what about the How to Train Your Dragon 3? So far, 2019 isn't really a big year for animated. Yeah, it's right. How to Train Your Dragon 3 was great. It was fantastic. I love that movie. My fish is a big girl. She is a big girl. 2019 so far isn't really a big year for animated films. Oh, I read that. Berserker Rex, that sounds cool. Congratulations. Thank you, Abranca. Thank you. Thanos got gnomed. That's how he got defeated. Sure, bruv. Let's see. Do you know some things about the Kikizilla video where you said he might become your channel mascot? It was either like a combination of, it was either just me with my, now I'm thinking about it. I think it was one of my collection updates. I had like all my Godzilla figures like on my little chest and they're all lined up in this fancy thing. And I think it's in that video maybe. I know that I ended the video like saying like, oh, it's a box or something. Like I did something stupid like that. I think that's the one. I think that might have been it. I don't know. I'm sorry. I wouldn't have asked if you guys could tell me if you find it if I knew where it was. I watched season 3 first because it was the only one I couldn't find for a while. And let me tell you, episode 8's finale is sick. Okay. All right. I will have to get around to watching it eventually, maybe like a couple years down the road, if we're being honest. Congrats. Also, when is the next Dinosaur Island episode coming out? Lastly, thanks for the advice. I'm made a Dinosaur Island episode now, and I'm happy with it. Awesome, Blurry Stars. It's really awesome. I'm glad that everything's working out for you, and I'm glad my advice helped out. Well, it's Mesozoic Isle, obviously, but I think you're just referring to the genre of Dinosaur Island. The next episode should be coming out pretty soon. I'm really working hard on finishing that up. So, Yeah. Is Phoenix a flower horn or a gourami? He's neither. Phoenix is not a flower horn. He's closer related to a flower horn because he is a cichlid. He's an Oscar. He's a red tiger Oscar. So that's what he is. If any of you guys are fish people, I highly recommend you do not buy an Oscar unless you already have a big tank to at least let them grow up into before you give them a really big tank, because they're going to need a minimum of a 75-gallon just for them by themselves. And that's 35 gallons bigger than this one is. So, yeah. You really have to know what you're doing if you're going to have a big fish like that. You know your fish. And those little algae eaters, the plecos, everybody thinks they're tiny and they're small and stuff, but those things will grow 2 feet long when they're fully grown if you don't put them in a tiny cage and they die early. Like most people put like goldfish in bowls, but they say like, oh, goldfish only grow to the size of their enclosure, which is not true. They just die early if you have them in something like that. Which goldfish are some of the longest living fish in the whole fish hobby. So congrats. Also, I already read that. Unfortunately, I can't attend the stream, but I can't believe that you reached 1,000 subs. I wish you good luck, and maybe one day I would reach 1,000 subs. Goodbye. See ya. Thank you for the little congrats, Jim Tisco. You have a great day, my dude. Oh yeah, I almost forgot. Phoenix is a Coelophysis Bari and Safari Ghost Ranch. Yeah, I remember that, actually. I do remember you telling me about that. Let's not even joke about spoilers for Endgame. Thank you. Let's not do that. Is there any videos you did just for fun / comedy? Well, yeah, actually. One of my most recent one where I just like I didn't intend no story or anything. Like, I'm not going to count Mesozoic Morons. I mean, obviously those were for fun and comedy, so you can check those out. There's a playlist for those, but there's a playlist called Copper Lights on my homepage, and those are a lot of people call them the S-word posts, but I call them Copper Lights because it's more child-friendly and it's appropriate for the paleo community. So those are my Copper Lights, and there's one in there called the Endoraptor review, the Mattel Endoraptor review, and I did that one intentionally because everybody and their mother were reviewing all the Mattel figures. I wanted to get in on it, but do it as a joke and take it completely not seriously at all, because I thought everybody was doing it. So I'm like, I'm gonna do something different, just not take it seriously at all. And I had a lot of fun with that video. That's one of my favorite videos where I just decided to go crazy on it. I'd highly recommend you go check it out. I really enjoyed that video a lot. There's a lot of others, those stupid videos in the past too, where I just did things for fun. You can check them out. A lot of them are actually unlisted now though, because either I would show my address or something, and I was like, oh, I can't show my address. Why the hell did I post this on YouTube? And then I'd unlist it or private it. And then there was some that I was having music battles with. I made my own music through a music creator thing, and then some weird company was claiming it was their music, but it clearly wasn't. They'd even list the source of what music they're saying that I stole, and then you'd listen to it and it was not the same music at all. And it was really stupid. And so I took those videos unlisted so they couldn't get any of the profits from it. That was my little thing I had there. Shadow under. I immediately thought of shadow under his mouth. I'm a little confused. If you're talking about animals, I have a corn snake. Yeah, corn snakes are pretty cool. I always wished I could have a snake pet. I probably would have had a snake pet by now if my dad wasn't petrified of snakes. I always love telling that my dad is petrified of snakes, because all of my friends that have ever come over to my house always feel intimidated by him, because he's a military man. He's in the Navy, so he's a very intimidating guy. He's bald. He's all buff and everything. He talks very affirmatively. He has a deep foreign accent, so he's a scary dude to a lot of people. He's got a really soft heart, though. He's a really great guy, but he totally has a weakness for snakes. He hates snakes, and so I could never have snakes in the house because my dad would just never see me. And also he'd probably kick me out. So yeah. What are your favorite community fish and favorite fish overall? I like red-eyed tetras. They are really hardy. Yeah, red-eyed tetras are really cool. I also liked rummy-nosed tetras. I love rummy-nosed tetras. I think those guys are awesome. There's a lot of fish I really love. I mean, some of my favorites that are obscure are like bala sharks. I think are so overrated. I mean, underrated. They're so awesome. They're so awesome. I love bala sharks. But if I have to be honest, beforehand, I definitely would have said something like a red tail or something basic because I was so into like the big fish and stuff. And I really am now. But Phoenix and the other Oscar I used to have, they switched me around. Oscars are my favorite. Their personalities are unparalleled. I've hung out with so many different fish stores and other friends I've had with like really cool, personable fish, and just nothing matches the Oscars. These guys are just so individual. They're so unlike each other. I've never seen two Oscars that are alike, and they're amazing fish. I love them to death. And Phoenix is my boy. He's my boy. So easy answer is Oscar. I love Oscars. Will you be busy next weekend? Yeah, probably next weekend. Like I said, if we're gonna do this, we need to plan ahead of time. I'm thinking like we need to plan like 2 weeks ahead of time, dude. If we're gonna to hang out at the thing. But yeah, we can talk about that on Discord. This teaser should give you a little idea of what species. Okay, I'll check that out after the stream. You know who's cool? Look at first word. Do you know what the year when Kikizilla video made was? If I were to guess, I'd probably say like, when did I use Kikizilla as a mascot? Actually, it took a while. I said let's use Kikizilla as a mascot way before I actually did. I would say around 2015 to 2016. It's going to be in one of those years is when I said it. Towards the end of 2015 or somewhere all the way through 2016. I'm betting it's somewhere in there. That's my guess. It's got to be somewhere in there. My mom is terrified of alligators. Well, that's a rightful thing to be terrified. I'm terrified of alligators. I love alligators, but I'm also terrified of them. What will you do if you reach 10K subs? Keep making videos. Hopefully by then, I think the answer for anything like that is like, I mean, like what difference is it really going to make if I have more subscribers besides just giving me more motivation and just making me want to continue doing this even more? Because if I have more subscribers, like what I mean by what difference is it going to make is like what difference is it going to make for like me making content? It's not going to change anything besides giving me the opportunity to make better videos, because hopefully with more subscribers that I get, the more funding I can get on YouTube, you know, through monetization and all those things, and people support me on Patreon and people support me through my merchandise stuff, and all that money can help me turn this into a job, and then I can do it full time while getting supported and have the stuff to make even bigger and better videos. And that's really my goal. I'm trying to get this to a state where I can get money from this and I can support myself off of YouTube, because I love this so much. This is my favorite thing to do, is just to talk to you guys, you know, make videos for you guys. It's the only thing I want to do right now. And so if I can do that, I'm going to be happy. I really want to push for this. And you guys, every single one of you guys that are in here are making that possible. And I love you guys so much for it. Seriously. I know I keep going back to that, but this is a special stream, so might as well. You should do an impression of Kikizilla 101. I already am. I have been doing it for this whole stream. You just haven't noticed. I reorganized my collection to my new shelves. Pretty freaking happy about it. Well, there you go. I always love that, to be honest. Like reorganizing your shelves. It's always kind of fun to just take everything apart and just restart. It's always kind of fun to do that. What is 10 out of 100? Or 10 times 100? Well, 10 times 100 is 10,000, my dude. Actually, no, that's, yeah, right? No, you count, no, it's 1,000. Yeah. That was some pretty crappy math. No, this is Glasses Guy. Wow, you are so popular. Is this Kayakasaurus? Oh, yeah, man, I'm so Kayakasaurus. No, but I'm not actually Kayakasaurus, but he must be shaking in his boots right now. He better be watching out. Why is Billy the Dimension Hopper not on Aquat CDs? Well, that's up to Cameron. I mean, Cameron's the guy. He's in Aquat CDs. It's just up to him whether or not anybody really wants to make a video with Billy in it. So we just do whatever the heck we want. Oh my God, that impression is so lifelike. How do you do it? You know, it just comes out. It's just like breathing for me. Oh gosh, I keep getting messages on Discord. Yep, you're right. Stop, people! Stop messaging me on Discord. I'm going into streamer mode. How do I do streamer mode? Is there a way to just initiate streamer mode? No, I'm just gonna leave Discord. Bye. It's gone. Kayak is shaken. Oh yeah. Do you do an impression of me? I don't even know what you sound like though. Now I'm getting the crap on my phone. Stop. No, go away. God dang it. Bye. I got to go and waste my weekend. You do that. Have fun. All right. Let's not promote. What is this though? Oh my god. That is interesting. I'll approve of that. Are you a weeaboo? If not, do you know any weeaboos? I don't even remember the exact definition of a weeaboo, but if I do know any, I would guess it's either David, like as in Spino Dude Reviews, or his friend named John. So go for one of those guys. Those guys, if you're looking for a weeaboo, I'd go in that direction. What about impersonating me? Okay, I'll do this, but let's stop the end. No, I'm not going to do it. Because then if I do it once, then everybody's just going to keep asking me. I don't want to do those again. My voice is going to go out, and I'd rather talk about other things rather than doing another impression thing that we can do on any stream. Who remembers that scene from Billy the Dimension Hopper when Fang went to insane when she, not he, when she thought Grandpa Steve was Jane? that was great. That whole episode is still my favorite one in Billy. None of them come close to that one. That one's just so great. I love that episode to death. What figure would you want to be in KIGTE, my fighting series? There can't be any Papo fans. I don't know. I don't know what are taken. Is that like that's the thing you were posting on Dino Nation, right? Like with all like the YouTubers and stuff. I mean, just do one of the ones that I usually represent myself with. Like you can do you can any of the gigas. Like you can do a giga like the Safari giga. You can do the Vitae giga if you have, or not the Vitae giga, the Eophonic giga. You probably don't have the Vitae giga. You can do the Collecta Turbo. I'm totally cool with that. Or the new Safari Aloe. I love that one a lot, and it has a lot of the same colors as my channel logos and stuff. So it's really up to you. You can pick any of those. I'm cool with them. Or you can do the Carnegie Giga. That one's pretty cool too, and it's blue. So, let's see. Yeah, thank you, Gibson, my boy. Let's not do any self promotion in the chat. I don't know what that is. Shadow over Innsmouth is a scary story of fish-human hybrids who live in a town called Innsmouth. That's weird. That is weird. For sure. Is this just more Discord notifications? Just more Discord notifications. Oh, that one was of Bionicle Source making a post. Tries to be a Japanese, but actually make themselves look like an absolute. Okay, yeah, that's. Let's not be offensive, my boy King Kaiju. Thank you. What kind of video was the Kikizilla plush? Yet again, it was a collection video. I think it was a collection video. I think. I'm sorry. You don't have to go on this this wild goose chase for it, dude. I'm just saying if you ever find it, whenever, just casually. I mean, just let me know. It'd be cool. Yo, I'm on Stampy Longhead nostalgia trip. What a joyful man he is. There you go. That's interesting. I remember who that is. I just never really watched him. The Indoraptor, but all the sounds he makes are the sounds of Gibson makes for the moose. That would be funny. Somebody needs to do a re-edit of one of the scenes of the Indoraptor with that. That'd be pretty funny. Have any of all y'all got any Predators? What are those? Predators. Oh, okay, it's an old toy line. Those things look wicked. Those things look crazy. Oh, they actually have like names. They don't like actually have species that they are. It's just like names. Ankylosaurs have all these mean looking mouths. Everybody has teeth, like these really big, ferocious, carnivorous teeth. The Triassic tribe, the Jurassic tribe, even though there's ankylosaurs in the Jurassic tribe and the Cretaceous tribe, they don't even know they're. Well, I mean, at least they have the Spinosaurus there. It looks like the Cretaceous tribe is good. The Jurassic tribe is terrible. It has so many things that are wrong about that. 2 ankylosaurs and a triceratops or some kind of, that's a torosaurus actually because it says toro. And there's like the Triassic. Oh my god, the Triassic one is the worst. I mean, all those things are wrong. Jeez, those things are awful, awful. In kind of a charming way though. Those are like what are those things called? The not Skylanders. The other ones I used to have. Gourmeti, is that what they're called, or something like that? I don't know. Quetzalcoatl was named after Aztec god. Yep, I knew that. Aztec mythology is crazy. The world ended 5 times and the moon is decapitated. Yeah, the Aztec crap is crazy, and so is the Greek crap. It's all just crap. Gojira Guy 1954. I used to have all of them. I sent it in Discord DMs. Cool. I'm not going on Discord right now. Oh, you think you found it? Oh, that's what you were doing. I will check out that. Let's see if you found it. My Godzilla. Oh, and Godzilla and Dinosaur Collection. Let's see. Oh god, this is 18 minutes long. Let's see if there's a part where I'm pointing at Kiki's Zone.
Then I could put my Godzilla figures on, which would be kind of cool.
Nope. Oh, I'm showing Kiki's Zone. Around 11 minutes and 15 seconds is where I'm at right now. Just go ahead and post the thing in here. VRB, post the link in here.
Just because I don't have much content to pump out right now. But these are my 2 favorites right here.
11:20 is when I show Kiki's Zone.
His name is Coco because I love bulldogs and meant a lot, and it's just kind of cute too. And I used to always have him by my bed for good luck. And what the heck is up with the back of his head? Anyways, and then I was really reluctant to call our dog Coco because I wanted to name.
Okay, you're blabbing about the dog too much. I want to see Kiki's Zone.
To name my bulldog when I got older, Coco, after this guy.
Congrats on 1,000 subs, Kiki. Thank you, Ariel Nunez. Thank you. I just realized the major scene for a later season 5 episode. Wait, what did I just say?
And this is Kikizilla. Remember our mascot for the channel.
I said remember our mascot for the channel. So when was this made? When was this video made? This is made in July 9th, 2016. So I was right. It's somewhere in 2016 or late 2015. It was before that video. So I mention it in this one. I say remember our mascot for the channel. So you're close. Good job, VRB. You found something, but it's before that one. So go on my videos thing. If you're really trying to look for it, then look past that one. It's in somewhere before that. I realized a major scene for a later season 5 episode somehow was never backed up. So now I have to buy a bunch of special adapter cables to try and salvage stuff of my dead laptop's hard drive. Fun. Oof, that sounds fun. That's why, my friend, you get a desktop, because you can take out the hard drive and put it into a new computer and try to do it that way. And often it'll work that way just by plugging it into a new computer. It can work unless it got like fried or something. That's a Spinosaurus that summoned, you uncultured swine. It's not a Spinosaurus that summoned you uncultured swine. I don't know what it was then. Is it supposed to be a Dimetrodon? If it was a Dimetrodon, then they were precursing the Ibrahim 2014 study of Spinosaurus, which basically turned Spinosaurus into a giant Dimetrodon. If we talk later on Discord, you want to see my face? Sure, if we're able to talk later on Discord. If I'm not too busy with other crap, though. That's the thing. how is episode 2 coming along? It is coming along great. I am working really hard on it. It's about... I'm loving this new editing way where I'm going scene by scene and doing the sounds. It's just a lot easier. I had to stop myself, though, because I was getting really into, like, getting all the footage in there. And one scene, I was kind of like, this is a little quick. Like, maybe I got to work on the transitions here. So I was trying, and I'm like, wait, I got to stop. I got to stop getting ahead of myself. I got to go back and do the sound design so I can, just kind of build it up like that. And so that's what I'm working on right now. So hopefully soon. I'm working hard on it. It's going by much quicker than episode 1 was. So don't worry, it won't be as long. It won't be a 3-month long wait. I can still remove the hard drive, but I need a way to actually hook it up into my new tower. Well, yeah, you just need cables for it. Okay, because that's what you mean. You weren't gonna like transfer it into it. Okay, that makes sense. Usually, I mean, that's if you get like a computer that doesn't have a built-in graphics card or motherboard. If you get like something else you're adding in there, they can come with a bunch of extra cords and stuff, and you can usually use those to connect and stuff. But that depends on what. I don't know which route you went when you were making it. Pizza Hut, Papa John's, or Domino's? Domino's. It's my favorite. I'm not a big pizza guy though. Ironically, I mean, I don't really like pizza. I think pizza's okay. It's not one of my favorites. I don't like sit there and I love pizza. I'm thinking like, yeah, pizza's all right. It's not one of my favorite foods, but my favorite individual meal, like my favorite food, is a pizza, which is really weird. So like pizza as a category is like way down here on my list, but then a individual pizza is up the top, and it's my grandfather's pizza. He makes this amazing pizza, puts M&Ms on the top of it. It's my favorite thing. It really tastes amazing. He does a great job with it. I have a friend on Wikizilla who is starting a kaiju series, and I helped him come up with a name for one of them. That's pretty cool. There you go. I've always kind of wanted to do my own kaiju series, but I'm not going back to Godzilla on this channel. I might do like a couple like stray projects here and there, just like because I'm still a kaiju fan. But I'm not going to go back deep into that. But that's something I've always kind of wanted to do. Oh, really? That's pretty interesting. A unique repaint. That's pretty cool. A unique one. It's only 15 seconds. No, don't, Abranca, no. No, that's not what we're doing. I'm telling VRB. VRB is looking for one of my own videos. It's not self-promotion, huh?
You don't want to go?
No. What was I saying? Yeah, VRB is sharing one of my own videos. I have him on an assignment. Unless I give you permission to share videos in here or something, or I know what it is and stuff, then no, let's not do the promotion. It still says that in the description. No. I don't want spamming of videos and stuff inside of the chat, or chats over here. Or I think you're still seeing my hand over here. Yeah. Not a big pizza guy. Not my friend. Cool. I'm married to a tub of ice cream. So sad. Oop. I dare you to try to do the Kiki lol face. Okay. I think I have to get it in my head. What was it? Oh. Well, it's in my top 20. There you go. That work? Did I do the wrong? Did I tilt too much? Here. It's in my top 20. There you go. Does that work? I think it's similar. I'm never gonna be able to master it again like the way I did it, but hopefully that was entertaining for you. I started a wiki called the Titan Foundation Wiki, which is based on the SCP Foundation. I am confuzzled what the SCP Foundation is, so I'm a little uncultured swine. And then there's my streams where I actively encourage people to send disturbing videos and images to me. Yeah, I don't want that kind of crap in here. Okay, fine. I just wanted you to see something that you could upload to Aquat CDs. What do you mean that I could upload to Aquat CDs? That's odd. Videos and stuff. Videos and stuff. The guy making a kaiju series is called Angura Blue or something like that. Angura Blue. I don't think that rings a bell. I don't know who he is. A new Kiki Lol face. Yes. What did you know about? Did you know there was a predecessor Prehistoric comic series? No, I didn't even know about them until you mentioned them. So how would I know that? They each come with a unique repaint of a Prehistoric. My favorite is the metallic. That is interesting. I didn't know anything about those. Hey Kiki, hey Prehistoric Dinosaur, what's up, my Dutterino? If you at least looked at the thumbnail, you'll see. Can you at least look at it? I can check out that kind of stuff after the stream. I'm not doing it in the stream. Perfectly recreated. What is this? That is actually pretty damn good. The only thing is he's missing the glasses, and I think you should have been looking your eyes off in that direction, like the opposite direction. But that's actually really I think maybe I had my eyes open wider. I don't know, but that's pretty damn good. That's pretty damn good. I'm proud of that. I'm gonna save that image. I'm saving that, and I'm not asking your permission. I'm just gonna save it. My Gibby boy. I'm gonna do something with that later. That sounded much worse than I anticipated for it. I'm gonna make a meme out of it later. I'll be a little bit more specific, so that doesn't sound as bad. Kikizilla continued from other message. Krill speed. That is an odd story, but it sounds like he had a lot of fun with it. So cool. I'm planning on making a kaiju series as well as it's called Kaiju War. It's almost like Final Wars. Oh, that's pretty cool. Final Wars is really awesome. Wow, you look at the picture that guy sent you. I looked at the picture Gibson sent me of his face that I saw was from the Discord app, so it was just a picture. I said it says in the description, no self-promotion, so don't show it in the videos. I don't want a bunch of spam of the videos, please. Thank you. I can't wait to see Bone Crusher. I can draw him fighting my hybrids and then give them to you. That'd be pretty cool. I'd love to see that. See the drawings of Bone Crusher. I can't wait for you guys to see him. It's coming close, though. We're getting close. Shake my head. Just rewatched the Endoraptor review. Did you get in trouble when you tore that box? Why would I get in trouble? Oh, you mean like from fans or something? I thought it was always funny. that is what I was doing, because it was like I just find it so funny. I mean, I used to do the same thing, so I was kind of making fun of myself and other people who still do that. Which I still have done that for a couple boxes, which are more valuable. But so basically, a lot of the people that were collecting Mattel figures, especially the Indoraptor, including my friend David, who's one of my best friends. So I'm making fun of him rightfully. And they keep the box. They keep this cardboard box. It's got some cool designs up part of it, but it's not that cool. Just ripped it apart. I was being comical on purpose. I've saved boxes before. I'm a hypocrite. That's part of the comedy of it. I have saved boxes before. I have my Take Gigas box. Fair enough. That's pretty expensive. I have some of the Terabyte Bats hat boxes because those are kind of when I wanted to actually make a display with the boxes, but I really love the idea of just ripping it apart, because every review I saw, everybody verbally said that they're going to keep the box because they liked it. And so I was like, I'm going to be different and just rip it apart as I'm complimenting the design of the box. So I just love it. I love it. I love that video a lot. Final Wars is dumb but fun, like Power Rangers. Yeah, basically. It is like Power Rangers combined with Godzilla, or like Ultraman almost combined with Godzilla. Shield RZ logo from the Primeval. Oh, that sounds entertaining. I'll definitely have to check that out. Like, put it in, send it to me, like, afterwards. Or if you can, like, send it to my email. I have a theory that Bone Crusher is actually a modern animal figure. Ostrich confirmed. Is like that an actual theory, or are you just completely joking? Is that a complete joke, or are you actually serious? I'm very curious. It's Dino Man, my dudes. Kiki. The Power Rangers are a result of Ultraman. Yeah. Same thing. But like the way they, well, I guess they're kind of the same the way they move. Maybe it's just because there's monsters involved. I just thought of Ultraman more. I never want to hear hear confirmed again. It's a super dead horse. Confirmed. I never want to hear confirmed again. What do you mean confirmed? Atlantic Rim. 2.0. Okay, so you made some edits to it. You did not. Oh my god, you put on the glasses. That I need to do something clever with that. Gibby lol face. I'm gonna make that into a GIF on when I finally get around to making a bunch of those GIFs. I'm not GIFs. Emojis on Dino Nation. I want to make that into one of them. That's something I need to do. You just got hit in the nuts. I'm gonna go cry in the corner now. That sounds fun. I like a. It's not like a phlegm. It's like or maybe it's a phlegm. There's something in my throat. Oh, this Gatorade is not mixing well with my coffee. I gotta stop drinking that. I have the Gatorade because I was outside in the sun cutting the grass earlier. So I was trying to get back some electrolyte. Everyone is saying that this monster confirmed. Oh, that started back with Rodan in 2014. Yeah, I hate that. One second. Everyone is saying this month. I already read that. Can there be a bone crusher emoji? Oh yeah, when it comes out, I think everybody needs a bone crusher emoji. That probably won't be a thing. Power Rangers is also a result from Japanese Spider-Man. Really? I did not know that. That's some pretty cool lore right there. Oxygen Destroyer equals Destroya, or Destroy equals Destroya equals Toro equals Gomoro. The Toro equals Pacific Rim equals Gypsy Danger equals Gypsy Danger and Godzilla versus King of the Monsters. I just had a moment of silence because I realized your clever little thing that you did there. I was gonna say well, I don't think the reason people are saying that Destroya might be in Godzilla vs. King of the Monster or Godzilla vs. Kong is because of Destroy and Destroy. You did this. Okay, that was I'm not even gonna comment on it. Just good job, just well done. I'm proud of you. Yes, a little bit too much of the smile on your face. Maybe a little bit that's the perfect angle and everything, but just more you have to have a little annoyed a little bit more of a frown if that's possible. I don't even know if I'm making the proper face, but give me a little face too. Excuse me. That burp came out of nowhere. Dogs barking. Ah! Bone Crusher's destructive programming is taking effect. He'll be irresistibly drawn to the large cities where he will back up and steal everyone's left shoe. Damn! He's exposed the plot of season 2 of Mesozoic Isle. There's no reason to watch it now. Okay. I gotta go now. Bye. See you, Gojira guy. Thanks for tuning in, my dude. Hashtag KikiZilla for president 2020. Did you hear that, dude? They're electing you for 2020 president. I think he'd be a much better president than Trump. I just look at the Goblin's picture at that face and I was in the world. Which dinosaur would be your worst nightmare to be in the same room with? The same room? So it has to be small. Or unless you're just saying a big room. My worst nightmare. Well, if it's a blank room, I mean, does it really matter? My worst nightmare would be something huge, like a T-Rex, something that because there's no way to hide from it. And then, at least if it's a raptor or something, I could beat it to death. I have an actual chance to try to fight it with my fists. But a T-Rex, what the hell am I gonna do? So yeah. What if there was a Dinotuber running for president? That would be pretty crazy. Pretty crazy. I don't know what to think of that. Let's see. What is this? Perfect. Oh God. That was my second little Kiki Lopez. Oh God, that's great. You got to share that donation. That's fantastic. Imagine if we did a crossover, or I brought my Kiki Rex over. That would be pretty cool. That'd be pretty cool. You got to give him a name. He's Kikizilla's like cousin. He's kind of like Gorosaurus. So you got to make some kind of play on Gorosaurus. You know, like this is Godzilla, so that's Gorosaurus because he doesn't have the spines, but he's kind of more like dinosaur-like. So you got to give him like do some kind of play on Gorosaurus, like Pokesaurus, or I guess that's just you though. I don't know. Goramon. It's kind of like Pokemon, but Goromon. I don't know. Goromon, Pokegoro. I don't know. You do it. Hey, what would you do if there would be a Coelophysis in your backyard? I'd probably go try to catch it. If it's just like only information is just right now, normal day, I just see a Coelophysis in the backyard. I'm like, holy crap, and I go out there and catch it. It's probably gonna bite me a couple times and make me bleed, but I'm gonna just go catch it, get it in the house, put it in the basement somewhere, and then I'm gonna be like, okay, so what do I do with this thing? I don't want it to get caught by like people and get experimented on. Move to some place like way off in the deep wilderness, and then get like a big plot of land, a big fence and stuff, so he can have a nice area to live in. Like I'll buy some old, no longer used like wolf enclosure or something like that, and I'll just live out in the wilderness with my little Coelophysis and keep him out of harm's way, and keep him out of the wild environment so he doesn't get himself into trouble, but also disturb the wild ecosystems. That's what I'd do. There you go. We got a little plot there. I hope Eofauna makes Carcharodontosaurus saharicus. That would be pretty cool. I'd much rather. There's quite a few other things I'd much rather get before that, but that's something I'd love to see come to. I mean, they just did a Carcharodontosaurus. I don't really want another one immediately, but just use the Nigel Marvin stock trick or sock trick. Oh yeah. There you go, sock trick. What would you do if there was a compy in your backyard? Well, it'd be even easier to catch. So there you go. Same answer. I'd do the same thing. You see a herd of Argentinosaurus, what do? If I saw a herd of Argentinosaurus, I'd probably just try to take pictures. There's nothing I can do. It's like, that's something I can't just like grab and put in my basement and try to keep it out of the public eye. I mean, I just try to take pictures of it. If a bunch of military tries to come and shoot it or something, or like police officer or something, some idiot tries to hunt them, I'd be like trying to stop them, but maybe try to, I don't know, I guess do whatever I can to make sure they stay alive, and then hopefully somebody can get them and they can make some big zoo with them in the big enclosure or something. I don't know, where they're not able to get out into the wild. That's a big thing for me. I know that a lot of people are against putting things in zoos. Well, I'm sorry, if there's dinosaurs in this time period, there's got to be some kind of random portal out there letting them in. So I'm not going to let them get into our ecosystems and disturb our environments, because that's just really bad for the ecosystem. What would you do if the Bone Crusher model came to life? Well, he'd be pretty tiny. But then again, something with a powerful jaw like that at that size, he'd probably still be able to take off my fingers. That'd be kind of scary. It's kind of scary, but it'd be kind of cool. I mean, it'd be a nice little pet. I can get him to be tame, then, that'd be pretty cool. All right, final attempt. Yes, I see it. I think he's got it this time. I think that's the best one yet. That has got to be the best one yet. Gibby Lolface 3. Perfecto. There we go. There it is. I was right. In my gum, there was one of those like popcorn slivers around the kernels. You know, like when you eat popcorn, you always get those stupid things stuck in your gum. So I had one of those in my gum because I went to watch Avengers Endgame yesterday. So I had a lot of popcorn. That was fun. What would you do if you saw that all your fingers were gone and then you realized that they were all inside you? Like I ate them? I mean, these questions are always so weird. Like, what would you do if this happened? It's like, I don't know. Like, what would you do? Oh God, my fingers are inside me. What am I supposed to do? Like, regurgitate them and then like tell the people at the hospital, like, hey, can you attach these things back on? I don't know. It's very odd. Oh, I know what that is. But yet again, boy, there's no self-promotion to chat me, man. It's bad boy. But a twist, along with the Argentinosaurus, a gang of Giganotosaurus show up in the wild too. Well, I wouldn't be as close to the Argentinosaurus anymore, that's for sure. I would definitely try to get away and hide next to some tree or something that's going to give me cover and also going to make it hard for them to pivot their heads around to try to eat me. Yeah, but a Giganotosaurus, that'd be pretty freaking sick. If that was happening, I'd be like immediately like, okay, where are these things going to be put in the zoo? And I want to work there. So I'd like follow wherever they went. So whoever picks them up, I'd just like latch onto their truck until they hired me. Like I wouldn't get off. So he's like, yo, I'm going to get a job wherever you're bringing these things. And they're like, get off my truck. We got to drive them all the way to like Los Angeles or something. And I'm like, I don't care. You're taking me with you. Are you rooting any dinosaurs in MI? I'm rooting for, rooting? Like you mean like rooting for? Am I doing that? Well, I mean, I can't answer that because I know what happens. I know what happens. I would love to see what all you guys would say though. Like you guys, what are your guys' takes on what Titan of Water just said? Are you guys rooting for any dinosaurs in MI? I'm not going to say anything because I know what happens. I can tell you what some of my favorite characters are on the show. I love Kate. Kate the Carcharodontosaurus. She's an antagonist. She's my favorite character in the show. I really love Redtooth a lot. But I think probably my second favorite character might be Midas the Allosaurus. He's the yellow Allosaurus. He's a pretty cool character. I like his story arc. And Blue is awesome. I really love Blue. I mean, I've always loved Blue from the very start when I first wrote him in. He's one of the very first characters I wrote in the story, besides Redtooth. Redtooth was like maybe the first named character in MI. But Blue was one of the first characters that really had a story going for him inside the plot, like when I was writing it down, like back at the very beginning of 2015 and conceptualizing it in the end of 2014. So Blue's been on a really long journey. Is very important to me, and I love that character so dearly. I think the only reason I like Midas, possibly like Midas more than him, and I definitely like Kate more than him, is because I just find them there. I was really proud of the interesting stories that came up with them. It's in particular Kate. I mean, just Kate's a long shot. I love Kate. Her backstory isn't really going to be shown inside this season because you're not really supposed to sympathize with her. You're not really supposed to understand her either inside the context of the season. But I do plan on releasing her backstory further as we get on with like more promotional stuff. Like if I can try to make it on the side while season one's releasing or after season one's done and whatnot, I can tell the backstory of her. But she's easily my favorite character just for that. I'm rooting for Sugar Plum, one true waifu. Oh my gosh. That's not M-Rex. That's from my series of Branca. Yeah, I think the prehistoric dinosaur just posted a picture of the M-Rex. No, that's a puppet from his series. The prehistoric he doesn't even know. Like, I can name the people that are outside of my family that have seen the figure because they live here. Outside of my family, I can name the people on one hand of how many people actually know what the M-Rex looks like. That's Kayakasaurus. He made the thing. Caesar, he's known since I first inceptionalized the character. And Spinodu. That's how many people know what he looks like. 3 people. Kiki, I think that the prehistoric dinosaur just posted a picture. I read that. Yeah, so if it was leaked, it would be by one of those 3 people, and it'd be pretty hard for them to run away. So I don't think it's ever getting leaked, because there's only 3 people that outside of my family that know what it is, and none of them are going to leak it. So it's just not getting leaked. I'm not worried about it. The first named character in my series was Cameron. Uh-oh. Oh, dear. Wait, really? I think you're joking. For stream's sake, put the plush in front of the camera and shake it while saying fluffy, 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 fluffy. Fluffy, 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 fluffy. You happy now? There you go. Let's just put Kiki's on my head for a little bit. What would you do if all your figures came to life? That'd be very interesting. I wouldn't open up the door. That's the first thing I wouldn't do, is I wouldn't open up the door so they can't get out. And I would probably try to figure out some way to contain as many of them as possible. And it depends on whether or not they're going to be violent towards each other. So it depends on how they react. Like if the carnivores are attacking the herbivores, I try to contain them in all different areas. I'll probably put a bunch of the herbivores up on my bed or something. I mean, but then again, they could probably walk off and kill themselves or something. I don't know. It would be a very impulsive thing. I'd try to come up, try to do things as it'd be very chaotic because they're all on this little tiny shelf, and so if they were fighting each other, a lot of them would just be falling off and dying immediately, which would really suck. But yeah, and then if the aquatic ones needed like water to be in or something, I guess I'd have to chuck them in my fish tank. So, but then again, they could kill my fish, so I don't know. I'd have to get the bucket full, put them in there, scoop water out of the tank, and put them in there. Read my last comment. What would you do if the Safari Ltd store was demolished just so it could be turned into a zoo and the Argentinosaurus were migrating there? I mean, I'd be like, it's worthy sacrifice in my opinion. Safari can start up somewhere else. Too bad, but you gotta save the animals. And Safari has a lot of conservation charities and stuff that they're associated with, so I think that they'd be fine with it. And random news, I've realized that Death Note was real. I would be Kira. That's fun. Sigil Massasaurus. What would you do if all your figures, even the Godzilla ones, came to life and ran out of your house? If they ran out of my house, I would try to catch as many of them as I can. I'd grab my my laundry basket and just start running out there and scooping them up and throwing them in as I go. That's probably what I'd try to do. Even the Godzilla ones came to life and ran out of your house. What would you do if you were a snake with magical powers? I'd probably be a snake that had magical powers. I don't know. I honestly don't know how to respond to that one. Of course, I'm joking. How on earth with the first name of character? Yeah, I know. The Papo Spinosaurus versus Papo Green Rex would definitely happen. What do you mean? Like the figures fighting? Yeah, that would. Well, actually, they are right next to each other. They're right next to each other. Like they're actually, I think their legs are touching each other. So, yeah, they would immediately get into a fight. I think the T-Rex would win though because he already has the optimal position. So if they could like kind of see before they came to life, he just like slam down and just kill the Spinosaurus. But then again, the Spinosaurus and JP kicked the T-Rex's butt, so it probably would. And the T-Rex did bite him first, so I guess maybe that wouldn't happen. What would you do if a talking bear started eating all of your figures as soon as they came to life while the bear is screaming and Phoenix jumped out of the tank to fight the bear? I think Phoenix would win. And what would I do? I'd probably watch. Why do I keep putting ? At the end? I don't know. The figure catcher. Shut up, Spino dude. Do you know who you're messing with? I'm the proud owner of these. That was like the best line in that whole video, not gonna lie. I only save plastic animals, exactly. Do you have a favorite insect? Mine is the butterfly, by the way. I hate flies, thanks to David Cronenberg. Insect, praying mantis. 100%. That's my favorite insect. Praying mantises are so cool. There's so many different versions of them, but I think my favorite is just the classic old green one, like just the common one. That's really cool. Those are the praying mantis. Yeah, the praying mantis, not the other mantis. Also, Aiden, I couldn't recognize you. Is that your outfit for Coachella? Team Rex or Team Spino? In the JP3 argument, Team Spino, 100%. Now here's some context. Here's some context, so you guys don't hate me. Currently, Spinosaurus is the only dinosaur that I hate. It's the only dinosaur that I hate. Reason being is not even because of the dinosaur's fault. It's because I hate talking about it. It's the only dinosaur that is not fun to talk about because nobody knows anything about it, but they all act like they do. And the very few things that we do know about it, everybody overlooks or makes up crap about. And it's just never fun to talk about. I just hate talking about dinosaurs, and I absolutely hate the dinosaur right now. This only dinosaur I hate. But when it comes to JP3, I'm on Team Spino because I think it's so cool and unique what they were trying to do. They were trying to bring in a new carnivore that was different. It wasn't just the T-Rex constantly. It was different, and they wanted to kick its butt to show its dominance and then have something new, cool, and unique to do it. I thought it was a great narrative choice, a great cinematic choice. I thought it was amazing, and it's my favorite creative and controversial decision in the entire franchise just because they took such a brave and bold move with it, and I thought it was fantastic. However, if you're talking about the actual fight in real life, I'm on Team T-Rex all the way. Spinosaurus is going to get its butt whooped by a T-Rex. There is no fight contest in that. A Spinosaurus would just last a little bit longer than something else, but it would get its butt whooped in real life. That's my stance. I hope I've thoroughly answered your question. What if Safari made a 1-to-1 Argentinosaurus? That'd be very expensive, and there'd probably be only one of them. What is this other thing? When you edited this comment, it lost the heart. That's a bummer. Okay. I hope when we find more Spinosaurus, you can stop hating it. Yeah, that's my hope too. I just want a more complete Spinosaurus that will prove one way or the other, like what Spinosaurus is actually like, so we don't have people just saying like, oh, it was actually quadrupedal. Like, I still don't get why some people still think that the quadrupedal theory is valid. Like, that was disproved like 2 years ago. Like, even with those short legs, it would still be able to walk bipedally, and there's no support on its arm. Let's stop talking about Spinosaurus. I hate Spinosaurus. That's what we're gonna. That's the hashtag of the stream. Hashtag I hate Spinosaurus. It's stupid. I hate it. What would you prefer to encounter in the wild? Adult Daedon or Rake, alien dude? An adult Daedon, because it's cool, and that was real. I hate fanboys of any kind, but T-Rex fanboys are up there. They're both equally bad. Yeah. Here's my thing, man. Spinosaurus fanboys, the worst thing I see from them lately is just making up crap about Spinosaurus and just arguing constantly about it. Those are my problem with current Spinosaurus fanboys, but I also really don't like T-Rex fanboys. Now, I'm not saying people that like those things. I'm saying fanboys, the people that just defend that animal no matter what. They're just blindly, stupidly defending it. That's my problem. That's what a fanboy is in my mind. So if you like T-Rex or Spinosaurus, I'm not calling you a fanboy. I'm just saying it's the fanboys, the people that do that. And T-Rex fanboys are just as bad because they're the ones that were complaining about Jurassic Park 3 in the first place. They were just blindly complaining about it, and it's the most annoying thing ever. So, yeah, I hate them both equally. Is the Kiki plush a Stego plushie? No, it's just a hybrid dinosaur. Honestly, it's got the T-Rex arms and it's got the Stegosaurus spines. I think it's just supposed to be some cute plushie for a kid. That's honestly what I think. Kiki, I hate Spinosaurus. It's stupid. Spino forever alone. Exactly. You'll be welcome back into the cool club with the rest of all of the dinosaurs that have ever existed once you actually have some determinate fossils to go off of. Yet again, Spinosaurus, it's nothing personal. It's just business. It's the human's fault why I hate you. I'm sorry. I come across a Titanoboa fanboy that thinks Titanoboa was venomous and could move like a cobra. Huh. That kid knows nothing. Oh, well, kid. Actually, I don't know if it's a kid. I took the word boy too literally. But you're saying fanboy. Yeah, I don't know what that person's thinking. That's just sad. Yeah. It could be a kid. It could be a kid. I don't want to say kid if I don't know if they're a kid or not. Would you prefer? I hate fanboys of any kind, but T-Rex fanboys are up there. I hate T-Rex fanboys. Hat. Whooped. A flying shark with praying mantis arms and the hobbit feet grants you infinite wishes, but as soon as you say your first wish, it does the Wilhelm scream for all eternity. That would be an interesting creature to encounter. I hope when we find more Spinosaurus, you can... I already read that. All right. Face palms. Kiki, look at the photo I sent. I am not on Discord, my dude. If you want me to see the photo, well, first, ask me permission if you can show me the photo and tell me what it is. And then you will have permission, if I grant it to you, to post it inside the chat. I hate how kids in school scream that Spino would kill T-Rex without any problem and that T-Rex didn't have feathers because chickens have feathers and chickens aren't scary. Yeah, that's the best argument I've ever heard, is when people just say that feathered dinosaurs aren't scary, so they're not cool and not real. When I reveal my fave, I'm gonna put a T-Rex on my head. There you go. I think he meant face. Kikizilla, I hate Spinosaurus. Spinosaurus love the chat. I sent it in the chat. Oops. I didn't see it. Okay, let's just take a look at it. Oh, that is beautiful. Yes. Posting pictures of me in the chat is okay as long as you're not spamming it. Oh, that's just the same notification from Kayakasaurus. Was there any dinosaur TV shows as a kid you watched that you feel embarrassed about now? Mine is Dino Squad. Dinosaur Train. Enough said. What was your favorite show as a kid? River Monsters. I mean, I was 8. Well, okay, if you want even further than Crocodile Hunter. Like a Steve Irwin. I'm an uncultured swine when it comes to cartoons, because I was a kid, even at a very young age, I didn't like cartoons. I thought cartoons were lame. And I liked watching documentaries about wild animals and stuff. I was watching Planet Earth and Crocodile Hunter, and I was watching Jeff Corwin, and I was watching Most Extreme, and all those other kinds of things. You know, just anything that was like real world stuff, and like dinosaur documentaries, Walking with Dinosaurs and stuff like that. And I don't really include Walking with Dinosaurs inside that show category, but it technically should. So I guess if you're including that, then Walking with Dinosaurs might have been my... No, I don't think it was. I still think I like Crocodile Hunter a little bit more. Yeah. A pair of red whiskered bubblists nested by a window over by my house. That's pretty interesting. Feathered dinosaurs aren't scary. Remember the emo wars? Oh, yeah. Feathered dinosaurs aren't scary. Sees cassowary eye wet panties. Would you be afraid of an aggressive mega chicken with a Spinosaurus head? I think I'd be afraid of just a mega chicken. I'm afraid of like little chickens. Those things have nasty little spurs. I mean, obviously, not super afraid, but I'd definitely take them seriously. What was your fave show as a kid? Already answered that question. Feathered dinosaurs aren't scary. Mine is Dinosaur King. Mine is Dino Posse. There's this weird karate show. I didn't even know that was a thing. Gazentit? Gesundheit. That's what you're saying. Don't do that. Don't do that. No, don't try to be fancy with the bless yous. You're tricking me. You're making me look stupid. Rip Steve Irwin. Many much rip. My heart goes out to him and his family. I just hung one of my human figures. That's fantastic. Let's not talk about that kind of stuff in here. Gesundheit. Yep. That's how I'm gonna say it from now on. It's Gesundheit. Gesundheit. The reason I'm embarrassed about Dino Squads is because I feel disturbed that I used to want to be a giant, scary killing machine. Fair enough. Fair. As a kid, I watched almost every episode of Dinosaur Train. As soon as I saw the first episode of Walking with Dinosaurs, my eyes boggled out of my head. Yesterday at my hen farm, 6 baby chicken boys hatched fluffy fluff balls. Yes. T-Rex has a massive dew claw on its feet. I wonder why. I don't know. We don't. That's one thing that we're still kind of speculating about is like, what did these dinosaurs actually use their claws for? I mean, probably making nests and stuff, but the dew claws are a little bit more interesting for sure. That feeling when you come back from the bathroom, put your earbuds in, and the dude is still talking. Yep, that's me. We've already been going an hour and a half. Damn, didn't realize that. Remember the first dinosaur tournament? Are you talking about the you're talking about the what I was trying to do way back then. Is that what you're talking about? By the way, I did all the dice rolls. I recorded all of it and everything. So that dinosaur tournament I was talking about is completely ready to go. I just need to film it. And then upload it. So, and by the way, I do know who the winner is. I mean, obviously, and it was actually really entertaining to do that. It was really entertaining to do that. What would you do if all your figures came to life and called a platypus as a way of sacrifice? Killed a platypus as a way. There's some kind of cult? That's interesting. I would probably want to leave a little bit earlier than I would before. I stopped watching the dinosaur shows after the horror that was Walking with Beasts. What was wrong with Walking with Beasts? I'm confused what like the horror is. Like it was scary for you or you didn't like it? I'm not following. Episode 1. Oh, I get what you're talking about. I know what you're talking about. Yeah, the death. I like Walking in Beast. I think it's good. Very good production. What is your favorite Bionicle set? I know it's basic, but probably just the 2007 Toa Mari Holly. I'm sorry. It's pretty basic, but I love that. It's just a class. When I think of Bionicle, I think of her. She's the first thing that pops in my mind. This is probably my second favorite, is Alec. So, there you go. It's the only one that I have in mint condition that isn't broken and stuff. I plan on discussing inaccuracies with Dinosaur King. We'll have fun with that. That's going to take you as long as the movie. The Pokesaurus Gastornis scene. Hell yeah. The baby bird getting killed by the ants. Yep, I know what it is. Dew claws were for flying. Just not even going to respond to that. Oof, I said I used to love dinosaurs, then disliked them, then got back into them again, and then disliked them, and then here I am liking them. Oof, I'm scared if I lose interest. Why are you scared if you lose interest? I used to be in phases like that. I didn't dislike them, but I used to always go in these phases where I'd have a phase. I still kind of have minor phases, but I don't have big phases like I used to. Like, I'd have like phases going out the year, like where just these couple minutes or months, I was like obsessed with one thing, like with cars and racing, and then I'd be back into video games, then I'd be back into Godzilla, and then I'd be back into dinosaurs for a short period of time. Actually, dinosaurs took a really big absence for a while. They'd come back occasionally, but for a year or two back then towards the earlier parts of when I was on YouTube. I was definitely having a bit of an absence with them. Usually when I was in my dinosaur phase, you know it because you can see those videos popping up on my channel, like just periodically through, you know, this whole wall of Godzilla content. There was even a Pacific Rim phase when it first came out. I was really liking Pacific Rim a lot, so I did a couple videos on those figures, and also I just kind of wanted to make more videos of reviews. It was a small phase. And then there's dinosaurs. Whenever they came back, you can see videos popping up of them on the channel. Back then, I just like whatever I felt like doing, I just did it. And I try to do that a little bit more now. Like, you know, I try to use Kiki and Coffee as a vent for that, and try to do those things because I think it's important to refresh yourself and to give yourself some other stuff to work on that keeps all your content fresh and new and exciting for yourself. So it's challenging, but I like doing it. That scene with the baby terror bird getting eaten alive really caught me off guard when I first saw it, but I think he's meant to say I still love Walking the Face. Yeah, I thought it was great. It was super brave of them to do that and show the horror of it. And that's definitely something that I take inspiration from. Something that, like, it wasn't direct. I wasn't directly thinking of that scene, but just from everything I've watched, I always admired the documentaries and nature things that just didn't hesitate to show you how it actually is, how nature is really brutal. And Mesozoic Isle definitely falls with that. Nature is brutal. I don't hesitate to show how brutal nature is. There's some really messed up stuff that goes on. There's some really brutal things that happen to characters. But it's all part of the life lesson that Mesozoic Isle brings with it. And I think I did it in tasteful ways. So I'll wait for your guys' feedback on those more controversial things when they actually show up. What would happen if Kiki never joined DinoTube? Well, I'm not egotistical when I'm saying this. This is something I'm passing on from the words and the mouths of other DinoTubers that are my very close friends. They described me as kind of like this, I don't know what word they used, but it's like the centerpiece of the DinoTube community, and functionally. Because they said that I was, the community was so distant and like floaty. Everybody was doing their own things. Spinal Dude was just completely disconnected from everybody. Dino Man, he wasn't around yet. But Cameron and Gibson were, you know, maybe the most connected, but they still were pretty loosely connected. I was shocked when Cameron told me that he had never actually voice talked to Gibson other than in streams, the handful of streams before he talked to me, and he was in streams with me, and then that kind of invited that whole thing. And so from them, I was actually eye-openly surprised that they were telling me that I basically kind of pulled everybody together. I made it a friend group. I made this big friend group. I pulled Matthew, Dinosaur King, in closer. I pulled Spino Dude in closer, Dino Man. Everybody just became this little nice group of friends, and Kayakasaurus and stuff. And that wasn't there before. So without me, according to their words, yet again, I'm not being egotistical here. I'm not trying to flatter myself. I try to be very humble. But that is something that they have said to me. And we had a really emotional night where we were all talking about it, and it broke me down into tears. I'll say that. I love those guys to death. They're really great friends of mine, and I'm so lucky to know all of them. And I'm so lucky to have all of you guys. But that was a really meaningful night to hear that all from everybody like Gibson and all these people saying that, and saying how important and how much they valued me. So I really have had much more of an impact than I ever anticipated and that I give myself credit for. So that was a real eye-opener to me. So I guess if I were to say if one thing were different, it would be that everybody would still be more distant. I'm sure that somebody would eventually come in and do the same thing I did, or Gibson maybe would reach out or something. Maybe that happened naturally, but it wouldn't have happened then. It probably would have taken a little bit longer for it to happen. So I'm not saying I'm super unique. I'm like the only person who can do something like that, but I'm just saying at that time, it wouldn't have happened. So, yeah. Which period would you want to see first if you had a time machine? Morrison formation just ticks so many of the boxes. I just have to do it. You have to go to the Morrison formation and just see all of the sauropods. I mean, sauropods are so classic. They're so huge. It's fascinating how those things can even walk and live. I mean, it's amazing. You got to see sauropods. So I got to see sauropods. I got to see some theropod dinosaurs. I love theropod dinosaurs. One of my favorite theropod dinosaurs is not African, Allosaurus, and that thing was badass. And so it's like, yeah, I gotta see Allosaurus. Stegosaurus is there. That's awesome. You got to see some Ankylosaurus. So there's Gargoylesaurus. There's only Ceratopsians aren't there, which is something I'd really love to see. But most of the boxes are ticked, and you have pliosaurs in the oceans, so you can check that out. You have plesiosaurs there. You have pterosaurs. You have all the. You can cover the most categories in one setting with the Morrison formation. I just love it. So I would go Morrison formation, easy, number one pick. Boom, shagalaga, boom. To be honest, Walking the Beast is grotesque in general to me. Okay. It was definitely played around with some more mature themes, but I really enjoyed it. Nature doesn't care about anything. She was, she is, and she will always be. Gosh, I think that I'm gonna be poet someday. Yep. What do you use for blood? What do I use for blood? I use grape jam. That was recommended to me by Gibson, Bionicosaurus. So that's something I passed down. I credit from him. I use that for blood. I use food coloring, but I need something better. Yeah, food coloring stains. I use jam, but I also use the combination of jam, of the grape jam, and cranberry juice occasionally. Later on in the show, you'll see some scenes I use some cranberry juice for more runny blood. I'm going to use this blood? What? Real blood? Like Fiasco Spino? Was the Kiki video in a Godzilla collection video? Maybe. It was somewhere before that video. That's all I know. I just drank flavored water. It was disgusting. Yeah, those things are never really that great. Congratulations on 1,000 subs, Kiki. You really deserve it. Thank you, Indominus Rex 01. That means a lot, my man. What would you do if your dog turned into Thanos? Well, I'd have to kill them. I'd have to go for the head. Not do what Thor did. And miss. Well, not miss. He wanted to see Thanos' torture in his eyes, and then it took too long, and then I can't snap with my fingers. I can only snap with these two fingers. I can't snap with these. I can snap with these. I can't snap with those, though. That's weird. I don't understand. I am bad at snapping. What was the last Godzilla figure you got? Good question. I don't know. I don't remember. Off the top of my head, I don't remember. It was either something I got from G-Fest, but I don't know. I'm thinking maybe it was the NECA 54 Godzilla. I don't know. But it might have been something from G-Fest. If it was that long ago, I mean, holy crap. Oh man, what is it? If it's something from G-Fest, then it's a tie. I don't know. You can probably see on my channel. You'll get a more reliable answer than anything I'm going to tell you right now. I don't remember. It's been that long, though. Holy crap, it's been a really long time. I'm going to break that streak, though, for next month, just in a couple days, because next month, when I go to California, well, I'm not going in a couple days, but next month is when the figures for Godzilla King of the Monsters comes out. They're coming out with Mothra and Godzilla, and I'm going to get the Mothra figure as my first one to start off the Godzilla King of the Monsters collection. So, yeah. What would you do if you turned into Thanos? If I turned into Thanos, I mean, well, obviously I'd get the gauntlet and I'd, boom, snap my fingers and kill half the universe because I'm Thanos. So, yeah. Hi, Kiki. Congrats on 1K. Thanks, Mind Boy. Appreciate it, my man. I recently got the movie Monster Series Space Godzilla. My cousin got it from Japan. Movie Monster Series. Oh, is that the... I don't think that's the one I have. I don't know. I think I have the tag for it. No, I didn't. I don't know if I... Did I get the tag for it? I don't think I did. don't know. Is that the one? That's the one with the pink, right? I don't have the one with the pink. I have the one that's just white and blue on its things. Either way, that's pretty cool. Or is that the one with the gold? I'd use red clay as blood, so I make the dinosaurs actually rip flesh with stop motion. Oh, that's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. Yeah, stop motion. That's pretty sick. Yeah. You can get the same kind of effect if you're doing just like your puppeting. Then you can get the same kind of effect with jam because you can get big chunks. It's a little bit harder to pull off, though, if it's really warm. What about the beasts of the Mesozoic ceratopsian line? What about it? Like, what do I think of it? I think it's great. I love ceratopsians, so yeah. But I told myself I'm only going to get one figure from each line, or maybe like babies to go with them. I'm waiting for the new repaint of the Velociraptor to come out. That's the one I want, the black one. I want to get that repaint. That's the figure I want, and then I was going to get the black hatchlings to go with it. And I want to get the Diabloceratops from the Ceratopsian line, and maybe the Trike, if I end up liking the Trike better than Diabloceratops. So currently, the Diabloceratops is the coolest color scheme out of them all, in my opinion. So I'm gonna decide once I see them, the actual models, like, you know, the actual production samples for those two. Neither of those ones have been shown. I might spam endgame spoilers. Kermit the Frog put on the Infinity Gauntlet. Let's not joke about that stuff, please. Let's not get endgame in the conversation. Thank you. Yes, I would love to observe Allosaurus, the Hell Creek Formation, and the Dinosaur Park Formation. I really want to see, because I really love Styracosaurus and Castrosaurus. Yes, those would be awesome. That's actually something I was thinking of. And I think I might actually prefer to see Dinosaur Park, Two Medicine, or Judith River Formation rather than Hell Creek. Just because they have like multiple types of tyrannosaurs and a bunch of different types of ceratopsians you can see. So there's more variety of each of those species that you'd want to see in Hell Creek, even though Triceratops is in Hell Creek. So it's pretty tough. I'd be kind of tied between those. But another one I really would love to see is the Ixan Formation, because it's got my favorite dinosaur, Eutyrannus. So, and to see if it actually did have snow, like how much of the snow was actually present. Because we do know that they did have permafrost. So in that area, there was a part of the Earth, wherever that was. If we don't know if that was like up on a mountain at some point or something, but there was a part of that Earth that was actually permanently frozen all year round. So I saw Endgame yesterday. It was epic, 3 hours long, and it was worth it. Oh hell yeah, it was. Be right back. Which dinosaur had the most colorful scales? Out of dinosaurs that we know the colors of, it'd probably be Psittacosaurus, I guess. Well, actually, the brightest colors were from Borreolopelta, though, which is an Ankylosaurus that was red. So that's pretty cool. Like a reddish orange brown color. Almost like a maroon or something like that. But that would have been a very beautiful animal to see in life. What company of jam do you use? I don't remember. It's just what I did. Actually, we got 2 different jam things that we used while we were filming. The second one we had like this cool cap that we could just squirt it out of the actual bottle, but eventually that kind of got clogged up, so we actually just used sticks anyways. But both of them were completely different companies, and what I did was when I was looking for the jam, I would just hold it up to the light in the store and look through it and see like how red it looked, and I was just looking for whichever one I liked the most, and that's what I did. That's what I'd recommend. Just find which one you like the most. And obviously, if it's too expensive, then don't get that one and get something else that is just as effective. What would be rather scared of Diplodocus or Shrike? What would be rather scared of? What would I be more afraid of, is I'm guessing what you're trying to ask. Scared. I'd probably be more afraid of a Trike. Trike might eat me. Same. I would love a Beast of the Mesozoic Tyrannosaur line. Tyrannosaur line would be pretty cool. I want to see the creature we know less about. What the heck? I can't change my profile pic. Did you change it, or you just can't change it? Like, if you did change it, it's just not showing up. It will take a while. It always takes a while to show up in these types of things. So you have to give it like a day or two for it to fully show up everywhere. If you just can't change it, I don't know what it is. If it's giving you an error, then you might just have to look up on Google. There's no option. You have to go to your channel on your, like, up in the top right corner. You have to click on your thing, go to your thing, and then there's like you just click on your profile picture, and it should bring you to Google Plus. And yeah, Google's your best friend, my dude. You can always look up how to figure out stuff there. What made the Cretaceous period so volcanic? Tectonic plates moving all the time. It's based on the same reasons that volcanoes are going off now, and there's so much tectonic movement. Jeez, it's windy out there. Oh my god, it's dust storm. So much tectonic movement that the volcanoes are just so common. That's really the reason. It was volcanic, but I think that people over dramatize it. Like, if people understand it like how Walking with Dinosaurs presented Hell Creek, they're going to severely misunderstand how the Hell Creek formation of North America was. It was not like acidically, like the dinosaurs were not already on their last legs. They were not already on their last legs. It's just not true. The environment was so lush with life, so many plants, so much life. Sure that the species count was narrowing into a funnel. That's kind of a natural pulsation of these populations. It was just getting very competitive, and they were evolving into their ultimate forms, and the biodiversity was a little bit lower. Yes, also at this time, a lot of the North America was flooded over, so there was less space to go over. So it was putting them in a bottleneck. But really, volcanic activity was not making the Earth as harsh and arid as it was making it look. Like, it was not like that. We know that because from Hell Creek, we know that there was so many plants and stuff. Like, if you want to know what the environment really looked like back then, look at something like Dinosaur Revolution had a pretty good, very luscious look to it, and also Saurian, the game, shows a very good window into it. That's one of the most accurate interpretations of the Hell Creek Formation you can find is from Saurian, the game. So check that out. I'm not accusing you of anything. I'm just saying that a lot of people seem to misunderstand that because Walking with Dinosaurs really misleads them with that. Even When Dinosaurs Roamed America did a far superior job than they did. Interpretate it and like showing off the realism of that prehistoric time. I mix ketchup and grape jam for my blood and model magic for my guts. That is actually an interesting combination. Because Mesozoic hadrosaur line would be cool. Yeah, but I bet not too many people would buy that. They're probably gonna have to wait for that one a bit because I'm betting that one wouldn't be very successful. I'm just having a hunch. I would love to buy one personally, but I just have a feeling most people wouldn't. So the way Saurian presents Hell Creek is how I'd see it. Yeah, that's pretty much as close as you can get right now. Congrats, Kiki. Thank you, J212, my man. Guys, by the way, J212's series Isle of Sela is coming out right now. I promoted it way back on my channel before. He looks like he has a lot of potential. He's got a lot of cool things. He's taking constructive criticism fantastically. Just go check him out. Give him some support. Really cool series. Great origin stories going for. I'm really looking forward to seeing where the series is going. So that's definitely many people have asked me before, like, if I know of any series that has potential to become one of the bigger, more popular ones of the greats of the smaller series. Isle of Sela is definitely number one competitor. That one has a lot of potential. Another great competitor is the Tyrant's Domain. His series is way underrated for what he's doing there. He's pulling off some great stuff too, and he only has like 100 subscribers, so he's even lower. But J212, amazing stuff going on right there. So go check him out. Can I send you a picture of my Space Godzilla? Go for it. How was it like to get glasses? Well, actually, I had not these ones. I went through like 3 pairs, and this is actually 3 pairs. Actually, I might have gone through 4 sets. I went through the first one, which I never really wore very much because I didn't like the idea of wearing glasses. I was too embarrassed to wear them. I spent most of my life looking like this as I was younger. And then when I moved to Ohio, my great friend Troy, he was wearing glasses and stuff. And he was asking me, because he found out I needed glasses, and he was asking me why I don't wear them very much. And I was like, I don't know. I couldn't give him a good answer. I just felt like I was embarrassed to wear them. And he's like, I didn't say that at first. I was just like, I don't know. And then he was just like, kind of like, he was like put back. He's like, why wouldn't you just wear your glasses if you need them? And his reaction is legit reaction to that. Like, just being uncritical of like the fact of how I look or anything like that. He's just like, if you need the glasses, why don't you wear them? And that was the big, he was the reason I started wearing my glasses constantly. And I put them on. I came to school the next day. I'm like, here's what I look like with the glasses. He's like, good for you. And I've been wearing them ever since. So then I went through a second pair when those ones kind of wore out. I got a new pair, and I had to get my, the lenses adjusted because your eyes change as you age. And I think I had a third pair, maybe. And then I had this one. This is the most recent pair I have. I have two sets, though. I have this one, which is my normal glasses, which help me see far because I'm nearsighted. So this one helps me see further. These are my normal outside ones. They have the thicker lenses and everything. These are my computer glasses. My parents were so nice and so gracious to actually invest in getting me computer glasses because they knew how much time I was spending in front of the computer. These glasses actually have blue light filters on them. They're not like the normal blue light filters where it just makes everything light really strains your eyes. Okay. It just said I had disconnected there for a second. So, yeah, this is almost 2 hours long. How accurate is the aisle aloe? It's actually fairly accurate for the aisle. It was actually designed by Fred Weirham. He knows his accuracy pretty well with Allosaurus in particular. So I trust in him a lot. I mean, he's done some things that were a little bit off before, but not big things. And he also took some creative liberties with the aisle because it's not necessarily supposed to be the most accurate, but it's actually surprisingly accurate. I have to admit, the aisle's Allosaurus is actually surprisingly accurate. It has some minor things. I'd have to really nitpick at it, though, to find them. If you and your friend were in the Thanos snap, what would you do? I mean, that's kind of a weird question to ask. It's like, what can I do? It's like, if I'm lucky enough to not get snapped away, then I have to figure out a way to live without everybody that I lost. And if I did snap away, then there's nothing I can do. What could we compare the Mosasaurus to in terms of size? Also, what made people think that the Cretaceous period was volcanic? Well, first off, the Cretaceous period was very volcanic. It was very volcanically active, but it wasn't as toxic as people think, and the way that Walking with Dinosaurs interpreted it. So it wasn't like so arid with like the giant ash fields and stuff. Like maybe right around volcanoes it was, but not all over the place. It was very luscious environment, but it was still very volcanic. It was. We know, we have evidence from a bunch of volcanic rocks and stuff from that time period, but it wasn't as volcanic as people think it is. And it wasn't as toxic. What would we compare a Mosasaurus to in terms of size? Mosasaurus, a largest size could probably reach around like 60 feet long, maybe the largest. That's length. They could get pretty dang big, man. They could get pretty dang big. Something that large, really the only thing you're going to be able to find modern day that's going to compare to something like that is maybe like combining like 4 elephants into a train or something, 4 or 5 elephants into a train to get the same general size scale there, or something like maybe 2 orcas, or yeah, I don't know. There's a really great video that I shared on Dino Nation. Who asked me that question? Titan of Water. He's not on Dino Nation. Crap. There's this cool video, if you want to look it up after the stream. There's this video called How Big Was the Blue Whale Really? And it goes through a whole size comparison of the biggest things that ever existed. And it actually talks about Mosasaurus and gives you a nice size comparison there. I would highly recommend watching that video. It's very entertaining. So go check that out. It's like 20 minutes long, and it's just talking about blue whales and their actual size and stuff. It's really great. Can you give us a no glasses Kiki lol face? Sure. All right. Well, it's in my top 20. There. Hopefully that was good. That thing was a sporadic thing. I don't think I'll ever be able to recapture it. Hey, Kiki, I wasn't thinking about what I was doing in the moment, so it's kind of hard to like think of what I was doing when I was doing it because I wasn't thinking about it. Hey, Kiki, do you like this shot from my series? Yet again, let's avoid too much self-promotion in here, but it actually is pretty cool. Nice work. Nice work. That's really nice. Yet again, let's avoid self-promotion in the chat, though. Let's not spam this stuff. I think that the Isle has the most accurate featherless raptors. The Isle's raptors are pretty decently accurate, yeah. Just without feathers, so that's their biggest issue. But yeah, like anatomy and stuff like that, they're pretty real, pretty accurate. I send you something on Discord. Yeah, I have Discord shut off, so I'll see it once I turn it back on after the stream. I feel like I'm going to get off here in a second. So if you guys have last-minute questions, send them now, please, because my voice is getting a little dry, and I kind of want to get off. I feel like I'm not as connected in the DynoTube community. Anyone I should know about or things I should know to be more involved? Well, it's really just kind of being active and checking out videos and seeing things. If you're into people reviewing figures, I mean, I think the top of the line reviewer in the community is Spino Dude Reviews. He's doing it fantastic. Another great one that has been really up and coming in terms of how much people are liking his reviews is Bioniclesaurus. He's doing some really great casual reviews right now. The classic that if you want catalog, the most reviews, most experience, definitely go for Matthew the Dinosaur King. He has a massive collection, unparalleled in the community. He has so many reviews out there. If you want to review a figure, he's your guy to go to. If you want more obscure stuff, go to Andy the Dinosaur, or Andy's Dinosaur Reviews. He does amazing with that stuff. If you don't want reviews, you're looking for more like dinosaur series and shows, Yakana Island by Dino Man. He's a great friend of mine. He has nearly 2,000 subscribers. He does a fantastic show. His first season was one of the best shows with just mouth effects, period. Really great and well done. Season 2 has its problems, but I actually helped him with script editing for the rest of Season 2. So when it continues back up, I think you guys are going to like it a lot more. I think it's really going to be entertaining from here on out. Bioniclesaurus has the famous Dinosaur Island, so that's obviously something that you got to check out. Camosaurus has he actually has a lot of great reviews of Mattel figures. That's a great place to go to for Mattel figures. He has his show called Dinosaur Island Revival, which is actually connected with the Dinosaur Island canon. If you haven't checked that out yet and you love Dinosaur Island, go check out Dinosaur Island Revival. It's connected to the canon. It's actually set 20 years in the future now. It was 50 years, but that got retconned, so now it's 20 years in the future from Season 3 of Dinosaur Island. So you should definitely check that out. That's really cool. What else is there? Kayakasaurus, if you like art stuff, go check out Kayakasaurus. He does tons of crazy paint jobs and dioramas and models that he makes and stuff. He's a fantastic guy. I love the guy to death. And then there's Artsy Dilo. He's a great friend of mine. He's up and coming DinoTuber as well. He's pretty small right now, but he has a lot of great repaint videos and stuff like that. So if you're into those kind of artsy things, those are my recommendations. Hopefully you can play that back if you want to go back and find somebody. But yeah, a lot of them are actually credited in the description of this, or a couple of them are, because they have helped me out with my channel logos and stuff like that. All right. Whew. I sent you the Space Godzilla. What would you do if your sister would make you a 50-gallon tank full of guacamole and 12 pounds of nachos? That's an interesting statement. I guess I would have to eat through it. I'm not a really big fan of guacamole, but I think I can do it slowly. I mean, it actually spoiled before I did that. 12 pounds of nachos, that's a lot. I tried to eat as much as I could. I'd invite over people and just eat it out, and then we're like, okay, we got to clean this out now so I can put my fish in it. That face dough, hell yeah. When will this stream end? It's going to end very soon. I'm just trying to wrap up all the last questions. Want to talk around 5 or 6 tonight if you're not busy? If I'm not busy, we'll see. Actually, 5 or 6, that's when I'm doing my chore. I'm not going to be available there. Have you ever been to the Omaha Zoo? Best zoo ever. Omaha Zoo. Where is that? An aquarium. Nebraska. Okay, that's where it is. No, I have not been there. Have not been in Nebraska. When will the next Keeking Coffee be? As soon as I can try to get some time to make it. I'm gonna work on writing out a list of the actually I was already working on a list of the top 10 things I want to see from Safari next, my wish list. So hopefully that'll be out soon when I have some time to do another Keeking Coffee. So yeah. What are you planning to do once global warming completely ruins the planet's atmosphere and weather? try to survive, I guess, and see if I can. If there's anything that I can do to help out with it, then I guess that'd be pretty cool. I can try to help reverse any of that. Reversing is, and that's pretty much impossible. But counteracting, I try to be pretty eco-friendly. So, yeah, it's been a while. Congrats on 1,000 subscribers. Thanks so much, Refrigerated Apples. I really appreciate it. I'm gonna post more and make more content. Awesome. I think I should get more involved. Yeah, definitely. Okay, peeps, I gotta go. Bionoclosaurus signing out. You do that, Bermudasaurus, my boy. Okay, I'm going. Bye, Kiki. Congratulations. Thank you so much. All right, seems like everybody's leaving. I've been to Dallas Zoo. That's about it. Yeah, I've been to pretty much everything around Colorado and a couple other places scattered about. Anyways, thank you guys so much for joining in the stream. I love you guys so much. Thank you guys so much for just supporting the channel for this full year, for even longer, for the very few of you that have been around for so long. I know there's one guy has been here since the very beginning. He's still watching me, even though I did a content change. That's incredible. Yeah, I really can't thank you guys enough. My heart goes out to all of you guys. I hope you guys have a wonderful rest of your day. If you guys are watching Endgame, don't spoil it for yourselves. Don't get the spoilers. Just enjoy it. You guys have a wonderful rest of your day, and I will catch you guys in the next one. Bye-bye.